Okay, welcome everyone. Looks like we are live now. This is a new thing. It's my second time doing YouTube Live, so thank you for being here, and we're going to have an amazing time. So, as we're giving people a chance to find us right now, I want to share with you today's topic. So today we're going to talk about I think I have a slide. Hang on one second here. And I don't know if that's working though. So, okay. I don't know. I don't know if I know what I'm doing now. No source selected. No, that's not going to work. Okay. We'll go back to me. All right, well, I guess I forgot how to do that. But so what we're going to talk about today is, are you starving your higher self? Now, what does that mean? Well, that means, do you have a clear and open connection to this other part of you? Do you feel like you're nourished, guided, trusting, reliable, BFF, your best friend, forever, because it's a part of you? Do you have this sense that no matter what happens, you can go within and find your own true path, your own inner authority? So why is it really important right now, more than ever before, even though it has been important for a long time, to connect with your higher self, understand what your higher self is, open channels of communication with your higher self, trust that you can get on stage and remember what you're meant to say, or go to that interview, or go on that first date, or move forward in your life with more confidence, with more presence in your body. You can get your health in order because you're communicating with the higher side of you, the higher part of you. Now, what does that mean? It means, this hair is tickling me. It means that you know what's best for you. And because you know what's best for you, then when you communicate with your own body, or what I call your body elemental, then you get direct information, right? Why am I having this pain? Why is this particular thing happening? Because guess what? It's communication. Everything is communication. And you are an energy being, and everything else is energy. So energy is talking to energy, and all around you, everywhere in your life, you have a relationship. You have a relationship with your clothes, with your house, with your car, with your jewelry. You have a relationship with other people, of course. You have a relationship with the building that you live in, the chairs that you sit in. You like them or you don't like them. They're pretty to you or they're ugly. They're comfortable or they're not comfortable. There's some kind of a relationship. And so in every relationship, there has to be what? You have to develop good communication, clear communication. You have to be open, authentic, vulnerable, real, true, and you have to be willing to receive. You have to be open to listen and to receive guidance and gifts. So what I've seen in the 35 years that I've been on my spiritual path, I've been doing healing work, I've been helping others through homeopathy, hypnotherapy, and lots of different shamanic work, all kinds of things that I've done. I've developed over 166 online programs, and the Light Body Healing School, the Light Body School right now, which is for everybody. This is for anyone who wants to understand how to move their energy. And why? Because I want to empower you. I want all of us to wake up. And guess what? We're in the middle of it, right? We're in the middle of the awakening. And it's a mess because it's a breakdown. It's a metamorphosis. First, the caterpillar has to melt down and forget who it is and not even recognize itself and not even know what to do. So if your life is falling apart, congratulations. And I mean that sincerely. I don't mean to make fun of anybody's pain, but I mean sincerely that change is the name of the game right now. We're not going to stay the same as a culture, as society, as families. We're not going to stay the same in the way we work, the way we learn, the way we interact. And this isn't a horror story. We're not going to be walking around with gas masks, never being able to touch each other again. That is not going to happen. Okay? What is happening is we have to let go. We have to free ourselves. And sometimes, you go through those really painful moments and you feel like you were broken open, like just you had to surrender. You had to surrender to the pain emotionally, the grief or the loss or the physical pain or the potential death or death. I had my own near-death, shamanic death experience this summer. And, it wasn't fun. And while I was in it initially, it was, of course, very scary, especially because I had to go to the emergency room in the middle of this lovely pandemic for 12 hours. However, as I got into it and as I completed it, and it took many weeks, was the most powerful thing. It was a gift. I could watch and be conscious as I literally shed layers of fears and beliefs about myself and about the world and old karmic agreements and contracts and all kinds of stuff that's energy in our bodies, minds, emotions, anywhere in our light body, our entire energy field. And that is what directs our life. It directs our feelings and our emotions and our choices and what we believe is possible for us and what we go for. So now the breakdown is it's no longer appropriate to live your life by anyone else's rules. That doesn't mean you go start being a jerk. It means you start honoring and listening to yourself. You start saying, what do I really want? Do I even know what I want? Do I think I can have what I want? Well, who would be an excellent person to talk to about that? Your higher self. The part of you that is you, it's just more aware. So I want you to imagine that you're standing in a valley. It's a very deep valley and there's mountains that go up all around you really, really high. And they're beautiful. I mean, the valley is gorgeous. You're having a great time in the valley. There's flowers and butterflies and grass and trees and the sun comes and it's just lovely. That's you in your physical body. And then you look up at the top of that mountain and there's you, your higher self. And it can see far and it can see things you can't see from down here because your perspective is very small. But that part of you has an incredible view and it has access to all kinds of information, also called your Akashic Records. What does that mean? It just means that everything you've done or felt or thought or seen or experienced in this body, in this life, in any of your parallel lives of this soul. So first, you are divine. You're from source, you're from the infinite field. You decide that you want to become this soul. And this soul decides it wants to have a journey and an adventure. And then the soul sends out, hey, I think I want a life as a warrior, blah, blah, blah. And part of that soul goes out and has that life. And I think I want a life when I'm a gardener, I'm a farmer in a really pastoral, peaceful place. Maybe in England, in olden times, and part of that soul sends out to have that life. And you might be, excuse me, part of you goes out into the Middle Ages and gets your head chopped off or gets burned at the stake. Part of you goes out and you are aware in a native indigenous tribe, and then you decide you want to try being a soldier, and then you decide you want to be the nurse, and you want to, so whatever it is. And you right now, you're one of those parts of your soul. So because you're part of your soul, that means you're part of all of those other lives. And those lives aren't technically past lives, although that's the most common term. And they are relevant, but not just to go, hey, what are all my lives? But to say, what's relevant to me right now, to this moment right now? This is a super important moment. This is an opportunity that will never happen again. And as messy and scary and uncertain as it seems, this is massive, a huge blessing, massive, massive blessing to be here. It also means that You chose to be here. Your soul sent you here. And you know what to do. You don't have to worry, oh no, what am I supposed to do? Am I helping enough people? And burden yourself with any more doubts and fears and worries and victimhoods and guilts and shames and depressions and cravings and all those lower emotions. So the breakdown is you got to let go. You can't indulge yourself anymore in feeling guilty or not good enough or blaming other people. You can't indulge yourself in fears constantly every day, in worrying what other people will think, and being attached to what other people will think. You have to take all those cords of energy that you've been sending out, to the past, to my mother, to my ex, to when I was 3, to when I spoke up in class and people laughed at me, to this time, to that life and this life and that life and this life. All of those things are energy, and they get inside of your field. And they're like computer programs or viruses. They don't let you upgrade your software. They don't let you get the new tools. They don't let you play the new game version with all the realistic tools and the new outfits, okay? Whatever kind of way you like to imagine it. You are ready, and this time is telling you that you're ready. And you're ready to move up. What does that mean? Up in states of consciousness, up in your awareness and daily awareness of your energy field. What feeds it? What doesn't feed it? What nourishes you? What doesn't nourish you? What constricts you? What expands you? What lifts you up? What drags you down? What makes you feel bad about yourself? What makes you feel great? Okay? Those aren't just, well, you can't have everything you want. See, most of us were taught that. We were taught we had to work hard and suffer. We didn't deserve. We weren't good enough. We didn't meet the standards. Many people were abused verbally, mentally, emotionally, physically. And this is what we're letting go of. There is not a paradigm on this planet that can't be improved with a whole lot more love and enlightenment and consciousness, okay? So we're not losing anything. We're letting go of what doesn't work, what we're done practicing and training for. We've been through the lack. We've been through the I'm not good enough. We've been through feeling alone and lost and not good enough and thinking that money or success or a new position or a raise or a different house or a sexier body or a different dress is going to be what makes us happy. Those things are part of the fun of being here, is having something new, buying a new piece of jewelry that makes you feel good. But don't be attached to it as what will define you, what will make you good enough for someone else. And all of those things, those patterns, and everyone has them, believe me. I know I'm a hypnotherapist. I have been in therapy sessions, doing therapy with people in so many different ways. I'm a shamanic journeyer, and I see energies. I see through and into patterns. And so it's so nice when you realize, oh, there's nothing wrong with me other than I'm carrying around a lot of baggage. I'm carrying around a lot of heavy things, fears from the past, things that were unresolved. These all weigh in your energy field, and they block your clear connection to your higher self, to clear guidance from that part of you on the top of the mountain that has the map and also has the walkie-talkie up to the I am presence, which is an even higher part of you, a part of you that knows even more, and out to the infinite field or source where you have access to everything. So as a creator of your reality, it feels a bit weird that we were told this and yet not given any instructions on how to do that. And it's time also to remember that all the institutional structures, not just religions, governments, families, maybe workplaces, maybe groups that you belong to or neighborhoods, okay, that have a certain set of rules because they want people to behave a certain way. Well, if the place that you're in, the relationships you have do not support you to become the person you're here to become, to live the life your soul intended, to let you create a clearer and clearer connection, contact, and opening to your higher self, to your body elemental, to your I am presence, to your light body, to your emotional field, to your thoughts and beliefs in your mind, to all the layers of you, to the fairies and the plants and the earth and Gaia and the rain and the elements and master teachers and angels and on and on and on. There's realms and realms and realms and realms and realms. We're in the valley and we're having a great time in the valley. We're having a strange time right now in the valley, but it's good. It's great. And here's the thing. Now you can go deeper because things are moving faster. When things are breaking down, we're literally in an accelerated evolution. That's why you're going to see a lot of extinctions. Part of us feels sad, but what if part of you connected with your higher self and said, I feel like I should feel sad that there's extinctions, that there's fires, that people are losing their homes or their jobs, that we've had this disease and a few extra people have died or whatever it is. And I bet you $1 million your higher self isn't going to tell you, well, you should pity those people, you should feel bad every day, you should be scared, you should hide, you don't be hopeful, and make sure that you just keep really constricted and in stress all the time. No, because the higher part of you knows this is just a transition. There's faith, there's trust, there's knowing. And when you are alone down here in the valley, you need your ally and you need your own inner authority, because the people in your life, no matter how much they think they love you, do not know you or love you the way that you do, that higher part of you does. So it's very important that right now you take advantage of the accelerated evolution and the accelerated transformation, take care of yourself, and spend time within. This is the gift of part of this pandemic, is going within, being with yourself, looking within. We've been rushed and pushed to be busy outside of ourselves for so long. Most people are in adrenal fatigue and having massive overload of stress. And most people have flipped into just being in constant stress, that fight or flight, constantly in that state. What's going to happen now? Oh no, and this is why there's accelerated diseases on the planet. But you notice some people get sick and some people don't. It's just energy. Okay, so you want to connect with your higher self, because this is you. Now, someone asked me on my call yesterday, which you can get here on YouTube too. I highly recommend it. It was way fun. We did a guided journey into your soul star to connect with your higher self. And it's different than today. So if you go to yesterday's call, I think it was called Soul Profile Readings on Bliss Life, then you'll get the first part of it is guiding you and everyone through this amazing experience. The second part is me doing live readings for people, and everyone gets messages when they hear other people's readings. So you may like that too. The thing is that someone asked me yesterday, I think, that is your higher self your guardian angel? No. Angels are a specific type of being, and they have specific, like humans, we have certain things we can do and certain things we can't do, certain things that we have that we're really good at, and we have skills, and we can grow those skills, like our subtle skills, our ability to open all of our senses. We have 360 senses. And currently, you have only 6 to 8 awakened in most people on the planet. Now, if you're listening to me, you're here, you're either interested in expanding your senses, or you already have begun to expand them, but they're opening and awakening in the way that's best for you. So if you don't push it, you do your inner work and you just keep saying, what's optimal for me today at this time? What's optimal for me? You expand, you cleanse, you release, you receive, you open to what is optimal for you at this time. That way, you don't have to worry about having, unless it is what's optimal for you, some kind of huge blowout, kundalini breakdown or something like that. Okay? So when you realize you have this inner guidance, this knowledge, this wisdom, why wouldn't you use it? Well, there's been a lot of fear instilled in us over the years. And what we have, I'm just holding a couple of my stones you might want to tune in, shungite and rose quartz. Love and protection. This one pulls out negativity, and this one infuses with love. So now I forgot what I was saying. No, I didn't. What we want to do is realize that we have had a lot of programming and a lot of conditioning and a lot of years and hundreds of years and even thousands of years of humans trying to control other humans through fear. So you have to pay me to get to heaven. You have to go through me to talk to source, to talk to the divine. You have to get my permission to heal. You have to come to me, and I'm the one that knows how to heal you. Okay? All of these things you've got to unwind. So part of what's happening is freeing you from putting your decisions based on everyone else. So you've got all these cords that go out from you, these energy, and you feel exhausted sometimes. You feel like, oh, I don't have enough energy or time, or not enoughness, this lack consciousness that's rampant. Well, if you were in constant communication with your higher self, you wouldn't be in lack consciousness, because you would be like, what's optimal today? Well, today's the day that this happens and that happens and money comes in. Oh, great. And then what's optimal today? Today's the day you rest, you take a nap, you go for a walk, you read a book. Oh, but I don't feel like I've done enough. I didn't get enough clients. I didn't make enough money. I have to clean the house. People will think I'm lazy, right? All those programmings, that's what you're letting go of. So you can listen to that inner voice. And that inner voice says, yeah, don't worry about it. Do this. Because that higher part of you knows what's coming. It knows what you're going to be going through. So if you've ever looked back and thought, wow, one, if I knew that was going to happen to me, I would have been living in fear my whole life, right? But two, if you had rested one day when you felt you should get stuff done, but you didn't stay up and work hard after everyone went to sleep. I used to do that. I have clients that do that or did that. I've got more. I have to overachieve. I have to keep looking. But today, your higher self says, no, I need you to rest. It's really important. Just trust me. And then the next day, all hell breaks loose. Right? We just got evacuated recently. We're moving back today. So this is our temporary little apartment in town that we came into for the evacuation. So we thought we'd have the little turtle energy, nice Mother Earth energy there. And so you trust, you find more peace. You have more peace. Your body goes out of fight or flight mode. Let's go of adrenal fatigue. Less adrenal fatigue, less stress, you're going to have higher immune system. You're going to have more energy. You're going to have more healing. You're going to have less mental stress. You're going to have a clearer mind. You're going to have less weight in your emotional field. And then you're going to start feeling lighter and happier. And then you move up your state of consciousness and you start thinking, I can do this. This is going to be good. And you get inspired and you set intentions and you start accepting what is and you transcend the drama. Well, when you have this open and clear connection to your higher self, you have a nourished life. So the concept of are you starving your higher self came to me when I was talking to my guides about this course that I'm doing. It's called the Soul Star Awakening. And what it is it's all about you connecting with your higher self. Your soul star is your 8th chakra or energy center. It's up here. It's about 8 to 12 inches or so above your head. So your chakras, your 7 ones that most people have heard of, or energy centers, they're important energy centers that bring in all kinds of energy that run your glands and tell your body how to function properly and heal and everything. And they get out of whack, they get upside down, they get clogged, they get blocked, they get disconnected from good energy, they get connected to negative energy. And this is what part of what causes disease. What we have is after the 7th chakra, which is our crown here, when we open this, we have this little elevator connection to this soul star. The soul star is the 8th chakra, and it is the temple or the realm of the higher self. It is an entire realm. I used to see it as a little I Dream of Genie, the inside of the I Dream of Genie bottle with the plush, luxurious, comfortable pink couches and beautiful things hanging and sparklies and all this kind of stuff. So yours, of course, will look what's optimal for you. But there's an entire realm there. And so during the Soul Star course, which tomorrow we're going to do a pre-call, everything is going to be done live just this first time. So if you come live, we will talk about the topic. So we're going to dive into the Akashic Records, which is the pathways to everything you've ever done in your soul. So all your other soul skills, all the other places you picked up fears and vows and pacts that you're not speaking up, but now you want to, and all those kinds of things. And we're going to go on a journey there. We're going to do heart-to-heart weaving. So you're going to have a strong heart-to-heart connection with your higher self. We're going to go on a journey into the realm, explore the gardens and the different areas of this world up here, this first transpersonal energy field. But this is part of you. It's part of your light body. Right? And then above that is your stellar gateway. And this is where your soul blueprint and your gateway to the field of abundance and the infinite field is, and your karmic skills. So you may remember that in Atlantis, you were an engineer that made things with crystals, and now you remember that. I know a man like that who has conscious memories of that. You might remember that you were an artist or you were a healer or whatever. So you go up through your soul star. You have to have your higher self with you in order to access your blueprint, in order to remember. So yesterday's call was about your profile, which is one part of your blueprint. Like, what is a strength that you brought? What's a talent you brought? What's a fear you brought into this life on purpose? Yeah, we bring in fears on purpose. That is guiding you. So everything that's happened in your life is guiding you. When you explore the soul star, you become familiar with how it feels when you're connected. You start to, oh, I remember this. And then each time you can repeat these journeys that we're going to do into the soul star and with the higher self, you can repeat them forever, for the next year, for the next 10 years, because each time you go on that heart-to-heart journey or exploring the realm or going into the temple of the higher self, you're going to have a new experience. You're going to go into your Akashic Records and your parallel lives. Every time you do that, you're going to have a different experience. So this is an amazing course because it's half price right now, and there's even 2 payments. And you go to, let me see if I can share this, if this will work. Yay, there it is. So there's the link to the course. And if you can't come Saturday, it starts next week, and it's going to be live, which means after each one, when we go through the experience, we go through the first one, we're going to talk to your higher self. We're going to do a back and forth free flow writing with it. I'm going to connect you, and I'm going to do a light body activation for you that involves your heart chakra, your higher heart, your throat, your third eye, your crown, your soul star, and your stellar gateway. And it's called the Soul Star Awakening Activation. Then once that's downloaded and encoded into you, we're going to keep activating it. You're going to have beautiful color graphics that illustrate, that are encoded. You're going to have the scale of consciousness so you can watch where you are and why you might be blocked to communication. And every class we do live, you can stay after and ask me, what did this mean? This is how I felt. This is what I saw. I can help look into your field. I can help connect you or decipher a message. And that's really powerful, right? To have that. And we're going to be in this beautiful Zoom room, private virtual space inside of our Infinity Healing Chamber. And we're going to be working with your higher self and any other guides that are optimal for you. So I'll be there to help you to say, if you said, this time I felt like this came through, what was it, and so forth. And so when we go in each time, we've got 6 total with the date your higher self. So going on a date with your higher self is a blast. And tomorrow I'm going to share with the people who are joining the course how to do that by yourself, with yourself, literally, physically leaving the house. And then I'm going to guide everybody through a date with their higher self as sort of an introduction. So we're starting the course as if, yes, you've been living with your higher self all this time, and maybe you've had communications, but most of my clients say, I would like more consistent or clear or better help understanding the messages. And so this is like a first date or a re-acquaintance date that we're going to go on, and you're going to be able to sit and talk and communicate and connect and start to get that feeling of what it's like to connect with your higher self. So I hope you'll join me. Like I said, it's 50% off right now, so I hope you come in. It's very, very, very cheap for what you're going to get. So there's 5 journeys and 6 including the date with your higher self. Now, why would you starve your higher self? Well, you wouldn't do that on purpose to yourself or part of you, or you might if you get caught up in how you should look at something like that. You know, bulimia and stuff, it does affect people. However, it means that you've got barely enough life force connecting, right? And between you and your higher self, you've squeezed shut between beliefs, feelings of worthiness, physical brain or body challenges can prevent the connection, because when your pineal gland is shut down and atrophied and fluoride's been put in your water and in your toothpaste, and it's a poison and it calcifies the pineal gland. What does that mean? It puts a hard layer around it. A lot of people's were atrophied many decades ago when I started this work. Many people's, that means it's shriveled up and kind of fell over. And it's a tiny little pine cone. It's your 1,000-petaled lotus, and it's an antenna that can connect and tune into all the different realms or dimensions or lifetimes or communications or energies. So you actually are already built to have connection with everything you need, with all the guidance that you need to actually survive and thrive, and to do it aligned with what you want to do. And that's part of the breakdown too, is to let go of feeling like you have to do what everyone else thinks you should. Instead, start to listen within. So if you feel like there's not a robust, nourishing, amazing relationship between you and your higher self, between you and your inner guidance, that you don't feel that sense of trust and safety in the world, then I think it might be time for you to join me on the Soul Star course. Okay? So now I'm going to get a little water, and we're going to do a little fun, nourishing exercise together with your higher self. So let's say hi. Shadia says hi. Well, that's interesting. Okay. All right, so I want you to relax, and you're going to relax wherever you are, let go, you close your eyes, and your entire job right now is to relax as deeply as you can and align yourself with the state of trust, okay? That didn't help. Mm-hmm. Trust. And so what's going to happen now is you're going to close your eyes. You're going to take a slow breath in through your nose. And I want you to watch that breath as it goes up into your brain and washes over it. Ask it to cleanse and clear away all that no longer serves you. Let the breath go with a sigh. And feel that breath, the energies in it moving down through your body, relaxing you deeper into the moment. And take another slow, deep breath in through your nose. Watch it now. Does it have a color? Does it feel like liquid? Does it sparkle? And let it go out your head and into your entire light body. Let it go, and it washes down through your body, cleansing, clearing, and releasing. Good. Now, in your heart, declare, I am willing, I am ready to release that which no longer serves me, and open a clear, open, protected channel to my highest self. I'm ready and willing to connect at a higher, clearer level, to free myself of beliefs, thoughts, obligations, and fears that hold me back from opening completely to my own higher self and wisdom. I give myself permission to let go of all the heavy worries, stress, and fear that I've carried for so long. And I can just drop it because I am not alone. I am one with my higher self, and I am that I am a part of my I am presence, and I am infinite and connected to all that is. Now take a slow, deep breath in, up through the nose, and let it rise out of your crown chakra and feel it going up, 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 and surrounding your soul star like a hug to the realm of your higher self. And let the breath go. And you stay there up at the higher self in the soul stars. You watch the breath and the energy pour down like a waterfall through body, mind, emotions, purifying, releasing, washing, clearing. Excellent, excellent. Now, rest inside of you. Feel the energies moving, cleansing. Feel lighter. And feel your awareness up here, sitting on a beautiful cloud, floating just outside of your soul star. And you look around at the beauty. You look at this divine, amazing chakra, this energy center that's a part of you. It glistens and shimmers and changes color. And you see a figure beginning to appear out of the energies. And your higher self appears and sits with you, floating on this cloud. Your higher self may look like a color, a presence, a person, an animal, a tree, anything. Just relax. And your higher self says, thanks for visiting. This is such a good time for us to reconnect, to have a little talk, to gather together, to make a plan. Right now, we're in the midst of the real reason that we're here, that we created this life. And I have so many exciting things to share with you. I have so many plans, so many things you're going to love when you remember who you really are. It's time for us to communicate daily, hourly, clearly, consistently, easily. It's time to remember the language of your soul, of light, our unique and special way of helping to guide you and direct you and lift you. Imagine how amazing life is when we're playing together. We're setting you up to shoot that shot and make the final scoring point. When we show you and nudge you, direct you to take a detour that day and you meet your soulmate. When we stop a particular direction and shut the door, and instead of getting upset or judging yourself or beating yourself up or going into a funk where we can't reach you, you stop and you look up and you listen. Oh, okay, not this way. Where is it that I should go? What's my next step? Imagine the ease, the grace, the fun, the flow. Imagine meeting those people that would make your life fun and interesting, lift you up, that would expand your field in your heart and your mind instead of drag you down into guilt and fear and stop you from listening to me. It's going to take a little bit for us to really anchor our powerful communication and connection. But as we connect, your senses are going to awaken. You're going to intuitively know what's best for you more and more. And as you trust it, you're going to be able to walk anywhere in peace. People could be full of fear, and you've got us in your ear. We are better together. When you allow yourself to receive guidance and help, when you feel worthy and deserving of it, and you drop all the guilt and the shame and the fear and the lack and not enoughness and all of the reasons that so many things on this earth have given you to not listen to your inner wisdom. You flow through your day. Will there be sad moments? Yes. Will there be amazing, stellar moments? Yes. And you'll be able to feel and be present more in every moment with your creativity, with a mountain or a pyramid, with your children or your beloved, with a sunset or an idea, with your beautiful body, without these fears and judgments and heaviness. We'll unpack all those together. We'll free them, and we'll melt those walls that you've built around your heart, because that's why we're here this time. You want to know a secret? You're here to free your heart. You're here to accept and love and cherish yourself, to explore yourself, to understand and realize the wow of who we are. Because when you decided to come right now, you had the most magnificent help designing the most amazing experience. And everything you've experienced to this moment in this life and any other life connected to this was training, was practice, was skill building. So guess what? We're going to take off the masks, and we're going to remove the heavy shrouds, and we're going to undo the shackles, and we're going to untie the bonds and open the prisons in the mind, in the belief in your worthiness, in allowing your prosperity, in enjoying yourself and your life, in seeing solutions and possibilities and abundance, in receiving and creating and flowing and going and letting go and receiving in this moment. Together, we can check the map. We can go talk to the other parts of you. We can travel dimensions and time. We can access your soul blueprint. We can find out what your talents are. We can unravel the mystery of you. I love the mystery. And guess what? We already have the answers. So let's play, let's talk, let's communicate, let go of the guilt or the fear that you shouldn't talk to me. And remember, yes, there's other voices in your head. There's other programs in your body and in your mind and your emotion, these fears of what if I speak up? What if they don't like it? What if I'm outcast? What if I'm beheaded? What if I'm imprisoned? What if I'm ridiculed? What if I lose my job? What if I? We're going to let it all go, because those aren't real voices. And we're going to thank them, and we're going to hug them, and we're going to polish them up, and we're going to pull the diamond out of each and every one of those fears and say, oh, look what we created. We created this gem. This gem came from pressure and stress and courage and pain and all kinds of adventures, and it's the condensed wisdom and knowledge. And then all that fear and all that guilt and all that anger and all that depression and all that victimhood just going to flow away, and your body's going to expand and heal and realign, and you're going to start to hear your soul signature frequency, your divine song. We're going to clear the mind and reconnect that inner eye. We're going to take all those energy centers and purify them and unhook them and free them, so clearer and clearer every day and every moment. We're going to talk. We're going to build a new world in your dream time, and you are going to bring your powerful and vital skills, because to be here right now is a great, great honor. And the biggest opportunity ever gifted to quantum leap from all of this limitation and fear and drama and reformed, rebirthed, remembered into this being that you are, that you wouldn't believe if I told you. But that's what's cool, because together, when we talk and communicate, when we go in dream time, when I help you understand the messages from what's happening in your life, from your body, when what things happen in your body, is you'll move forward with faith and trust. You'll turn away from something that doesn't serve you, a job, a place, a person, a relationship, a pattern, a habit, a self-image. We're going to completely redesign that sucker, because you aren't any of those things you think you are. Even the greatest thing that you think you are right now, the best thought you have of yourself, it doesn't even come close to the magnificence, the power, the skill, the knowledge, the heart, the love, the wisdom that you truly are. Will you accept my invitation? I am here. I'm always here. I'm always ready to create that synchronicity, to drop in that memory, to play that song, or to appear at a coffee shop with you and have a date. Discuss over a nice cafe in Paris. What would be optimal? I feel like traveling, you say. I really want movement. I enjoy new experiences, other tastes and cultures. What do I do about that right now? And we can meet for that date and we can talk. And pretty soon you're going to be able to sense and tell when I'm talking to you more quickly, more easily. And as these fears and doubts drop away and you grow in your faith and your trust and your willingness, your hope and your inspiration, we're going to begin visioning together, co-creating together, enjoying moments together. So my invitation to you today, my beloved, is meet me. Meet me for a date. Set aside time for me. At least once a day. You shower once a day. You eat more than once a day. You brush your teeth once a day. I have the purest connection to your truth. And nothing you've done or not done can keep you from accessing that. If you'll just give me a little time. So will you meet me? Will you join me? Will you believe in me? Because when you believe in me, you believe in you. And when you believe in you, you access realms and infinite potential, possibility, creativity, strength, solutions, anything and everything. We can rewire all of those negative programs and begin our joyous journey. I hope I will see you. I hope. And my door, see it? It's right there. This is where I live, and I go with you everywhere. We can travel to other places and times. We can travel into your body and heal it. We can travel into your mind and unburden it and rewire it. We can travel into your emotional field and cleanse it and polish it so that the power you have is yours for spreading your unique joy. Remember. And you stand together and hold hands. Look into the eyes of your higher self. You feel a gentle knocking on your heart center. Will you open and let me send my love into your heart? Our connection must be through your heart. Open your heart, and I am here. Now your higher self puts a hand on your forehead and a hand on your heart. And you feel these hands on your physical body here and on you up there. Accept the download. Click the accept button. And you relax. And your awareness and your consciousness gently floats back down through your crown and your inner eye, your throat, and into your heart. And you feel yourself laying in your heart like you're on the most comfortable bed you've ever felt. You take a breath and you feel like you've just awakened from the longest, most rejuvenating nap. It's delicious. You can start to move your fingers. You feel this vivid imprint in your heart and in your eyes. You feel and sense your higher self still with you as you stretch your arms up and out, breathing in again, anchoring this experience into your body and your cells. You feel the energies rearranging to accommodate this new, clearer connection. And in your heart, you see the invitation. Pick up the invitation and hold it. Look at it, feel it. What does it look like? Is it exquisite colored paper with calligraphy? Or is it shifting lights? Is it jewel encrusted or engraved in a crystal? What kind of an invitation has your higher self gifted you? Now put it in your heart and just keep it there. You don't have to decide yet. Maybe you threw your heart open and said, yes, yes, yes. I will meet you. I will spend time with you. I will open and shed and transform and receive your love and guidance and trust and rise up out of this heaviness into a lighter inner guidance and soul-aligned life. And maybe you're halfway there, that's perfect. And maybe you're still doubting and just holding that invitation, and that's perfect too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was a gorgeous journey. I'm still way out there a little bit. You may be. I want to encourage you to take your time. The longer you stay in these energies, sometimes with my private clients, when we do an inner journey like that, that's just guided for them, it's even deeper because it's private for them, right? And they want to stay in that energy. You feel it, you anchor it, you tell yourself, this is how it feels to connect. I want a clear, open connection. I'm ready for that, right? And you keep allowing yourself to anchor the feeling, and then you remember it a couple times a day, and then you mentally rehearse and practice yourself talking, connecting, sitting on that. Now, it was interesting. Our higher selves took us just outside of the soul star because maybe there's a fear, maybe there's a resistance, maybe you went all the way in. Whatever was optimal for you. That's what's beautiful about this work, is every person on this planet could come to this experience and have a completely different experience. And that's exactly the way it's supposed to be, because we're all unique. You're unique and you're beautiful and you're loved and you're needed and you're here in this moment. You're here in this moment. It's epic. So I want you to unplug from the drama and the fear and the news and the Facebook and the WhatsApp, and plug in to this central channel, this beautiful connection. I'm going to teach you some amazing ways to weave light and open your connection between these chakras and create what we call the Atlantean wand. And when you open the wand, you open access to those kinds of wisdom and energies. So here where I live in Mayan land, and the retreats we do to the pyramids and with the shamans and in the oceans and with the dolphins and in the underground caves with the waters, it holds that wisdom from Atlantis, that ancient wisdom from the Maya, the ancient wisdom in the earth. These are all things that perhaps you already know how to connect to. Many of my clients awaken new abilities, new psychic abilities, or expanded consciousness or awareness or abilities to see or to vision or to travel or to see energies moving or to see energies in people's bodies, like a medical intuitive. And you have a lot of these skills. You maybe didn't know it. Well, this is kind of step one. It's really step two. Step one is visualization. If you're no good at visualizing, open up that crayon box inside of you and start imagining what it would be like. It's a very important skill because you're a creator and you create with your thoughts and your feelings and your connection to the infinite energy that you bring in and transmute through you. So if you've created a business, or you've created a family home, or you've created a beautiful office setting, or you've created a garden, or you've created a banana bread, you were the transmuter of the idea and the energy and finding the recipe and putting it together and having love and then deciding what to do with it. This is what you're here to do right now at this time. October of 2020 is going to be the most intense month yet this year. How that happens for you, for us, that's up to us. If you go through it in trust and in love, communicating with your higher self, knowing that you're on your right path, letting go of the fears and judgments you have about yourself or anyone else, because that does not lift you up. It does not give you access to your highest consciousness. It does not give you prosperity and flow and all those things that you desire. So don't get involved in the drama. Unplug from that. plug into your higher self, accept the invitation. Now, I just want to make clear that you're welcome to come to my Soul Star Awakening class. I hope you'll go to nanakasha.com/soulstar. You'll take a look at what's involved. There is a live schedule there, but everything is recorded for you to download, both audio and video, because these are things to repeat. They're healings, they're expanded consciousness meditations, they're activations of codes in your DNA and in your mind and everywhere. They're very powerful, so you're going to repeat them. So if you don't come live, it's okay. You can send in questions too if you're going to miss one or two of them. But doing it this month, when everything is amplified, instead of amplifying the fear, amplifying the apprehension of the elections or the pandemic or the disease or whatever it is that's happening, your job. If you lost your job, I can promise you that your higher self is trying to talk to you, is trying to redirect you, right? And if you come to the class live, I'll be able to work individually, like during the group class. You can say, hey, these things have happened to me this year. This came up to me the other day. What does it mean? Or how do I look at it? Or how do I get more clarity on it? Or how do I trust myself? So I can help you most powerfully if you join me in something like this. So it's on super special, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Now, if you choose that this doesn't resonate with you, fine. It's okay. Don't go into fear. I'm not into, in fact, if it doesn't resonate with you, please don't come, okay? Because it's not meant for you right now. However, I still want you to accept the invitation from your higher self to go on a date. So whether you come tomorrow with the class, on the date with the higher self, or you just take time yourself tomorrow or sometime in the next few days to go on a date with your higher self, you don't have to leave the house, but you can. Then please open and continue to awaken your connection. Your life will get easier. There'll be so much more peace and trust. You'll be able to accept yourself. You'll transcend the fears, the guilt, the shame. Those patterns will begin to shift. It's going to take what it takes. When you go through a course like this with me, or you work with me privately, or anyone you're drawn to that's truly a higher self calling. So if you're on this, your higher self asked you to come here, okay? You go deeper, you go faster, you have more support. I'm cleansing and clearing and giving you tools the whole way. So thank you for spending this beautiful morning with me. Thank you so much for listening to the call. And we're going to do one more of these journeys live on Monday, right here on YouTube. If you go to nanakasha.com, you get on the list there, you'll get an email with the link. Otherwise, come over here. I suppose I show up when it's live. I think it's at noon Central, but check it out. It's probably already up on my YouTube channel, which is Joyful Nan. And we're going to go on a journey that is going to be an empowering manifestation journey that you can repeat. What's different from today? Today, your higher self said, I'm starving. I'm starving for a connection. I'm dying for communication. I need to be nourished. You need to be nourished. We need to connect. So we had a conversation. It was so beautiful. On Monday, we're going to go do everything that all the manifesting manuals you've ever read, right? Where you imagine it and you see it and you taste it and you feel it and you bring in all your senses and you create the world until it's so vivid, and then you step into it. So we're going to imagine the possibilities that are in your life, and we're going to journey with it. It's going to be a full, sensational, sensorial experience. And you're going to be able to take that and journey some more. Thanks, everybody. Have a beautiful and blessed day. This is Akasha with Bliss Life show here on YouTube, on iTunes podcasts. You can visit me at nanakasha.com. Below the video, we'll put you the links that you need to find me. Let me know how I can help you, what kind of a show you would like for me to do. And please, please take this opportunity in 2020. Take the breakdown. Let go of what's trying to leave your life. If another question I got yesterday was, What does my higher self want me to focus on right now? Well, it's a fairly easy question, unless you're very blocked in terms of you're really attached to fear. But then if the fear is, what will they think? Or what if this person doesn't like me? Or what if this happens? Or what if that happens? If that happens, that's what your higher self wants you to work on. This problem, what's repeating in your head? Well, that's in the way of you being able to connect with your higher self. What's playing over and over in your stomach? Fear, I don't want to talk to that person, or I don't want to do this, or I'm afraid of that, or this is going to happen. That's what your higher self wants you to focus on. It isn't because it's trying to hold you back. Well, it is actually because it's a program, but it's not because it's evil. It's because that's what the program was supposed to do. Now your higher self is letting it interrupt you and saying, that's what we have to deal with right now, right there. So in the course, you're going to want, I'm going to give you things each class, and then a few days later we have the next class. So we move very quickly. We're moving deep into this class. It's going to be a couple of weeks of really intense, not intense, bad, easy, but very powerful openings. And it's going to accelerate. You're going to see all the things change in your life. You're going to have an incredible 2 weeks. And we're going to harness the energies of October to amplify what we're doing. And woo, I can't wait to see who we are at the end of the month. All right, everybody. Have a beautiful and blessed weekend. Be safe. Be loving. Love and accept yourself. And accept that invitation from your higher self. Bye-bye. Bye.